Once upon a time, deep in a dark and gloomy wood, there lived 3 little anthropomorphic male pigs who were all brothers. They were, in fact, so very similar that even their names were similar. There was Pig 1, Pig 2, and Pig 3, and while they were the best of friends, each one was determined to build his own home not very far from the others, so that they could look after each other. Now, the first 2 houses were built fairly quickly. Pig 1's house was made out of straw, while Pig 2's house was made out of sticks. And when these 2 houses were finished, both pigs thought that they were quite safe and secure. However, Pig 3 worked much harder on his house, and it took him much longer to finish because he was making his house out of sturdy bricks. One day, just as Pig 3 was adding the final touches to his house, a terrible roar echoed through the trees, and bouncing along with it was a huge, angry gray male wolf. This was the big bad wolf, and he was very hungry. He was also easily the biggest and baddest character in this story, and he had smelled the delicious porky scent of the 2 pigs whose houses were made out of straw and sticks. As he approached Pig 1's house, he yelled, little pig, let me in or I will blow your house down." But Pig 1, hearing the wolf's terrible voice, simply replied, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin," and laughed at the wolf. So the big bad wolf huffed and puffed and he blew the house down. And unfortunately, Pig 1, being too scared to run very far away, got caught in the collapsing house and was covered in debris. And then the big bad wolf came across Pig 2's house and he demanded, little pig, let me in or I will blow your house down." But Pig 2, hearing his friend's screams and the wolf's terrible voice, simply replied, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin," and laughed at the wolf. So the big bad wolf huffed and puffed and he blew the house down. And unfortunately, Pig 2, being too scared to run very far away, got caught in the collapsing house and was covered in debris. After seeing his 2 friends' houses get destroyed, Pig 3 knew that he had to act fast. So he yelled back at the wolf, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin." But the wolf wasn't listening. He wanted to eat one of the pigs, and so he decided to huff and puff and blow down Pig 3's house. But no matter how much the big bad wolf huffed and puffed, he could not blow down Pig 3's house because it was made out of strong bricks. So then the big bad wolf tried to trick Pig 3 by pretending to be nice. He said, "Look, little pig, I know that your house is really strong and that I can't blow it down. So how about we just be friends instead?" But Pig 3 wasn't fooled by the wolf's tricks. And he said, "No, thank you. I don't want to be friends with a bad guy like you who destroys people's houses for fun." When the big bad wolf heard this, he became even angrier, and he continued to try to blow down Pig 3's house, but he huffed and puffed and failed every single time. After a while, he got so tired that he simply walked away, disappearing into the dark and gloomy woods. And then Pig 3 opened up his front door and invited his 2 friends to come live with him in his brick house. And so they did. And the 3 little anthropomorphic male pigs lived happily ever after in their brick house. And they always remembered that it was thanks to their hard work and ingenuity that they were able to outsmart the big bad wolf. The end.